One of the other things that you've had the privilege of doing, and we definitely want to do this more as a church, but getting dads to go on mission trips with their kids.
Oh yeah.
And so you've gotten to do that so many different times. Yeah. What are some of the benefits that the dad receives by doing that?
Yeah, man, it's you're asking me that one. Yeah, I've done it with Chelsea, and then Josh, and then Nick, and now I'm starting to do it with my granddaughters. And it won't be long. It'll be my grandson. But it's for them to come in alongside you, and the difference, the biggest difference of taking your kid, you slow down, and your focus isn't on the task, but it's mentoring your child to say, here's how you hammer, here's how you cut. Dave, if you'd have been there to see Lexi when I showed her how I've got that DeWalt electric nailer,
yeah,
to sit there, and here she is at age 10, and I'm showing her, here's how you hold it and stuff, and just standing there, as Papa's watching over her, and she can shove it in there and pull the trigger, and just to see the grin, it's like, yeah, she got it. And then to watch, your kids out there playing, with the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then to, watch Lexi, nailing that plaque up on the house, since this was the Lexi build. And this year it'll be Lizzie. But to see that, when you come back, if nothing else, they know Papa's heart. They know Papa's heart for Jesus and for people. And that's what, you can say it all day long. But if you really want them to live it out, help them experience it. That's what. So, yeah. We both better quit.
And
Sorry.
as we've talked about that, now I've obviously had the privilege of doing this a lot in my life. And my wife and I had a conversation, and she used to get to go on these building trips before she started to have our kids and have to stay home while I'm doing that. And I said, honey, I really would like for you to go and take our oldest daughter. And again, we're thinking age 10 or 11 to take them in there. And again, the value I look at with that is like, there's certain ages where you start to do things, and that will probably just become my children's normal. Yeah. Oh, I go to another country and I help people, and I live in these really difficult circumstances. And that's just what we do. Because if you do that about age 10 and 11, you're thinking that's just normal, right? All the things that I think are normal because of what I got to experience in my middle school and high school years. And for me to be able to send my wife down there so she can build and do that with my daughter, it's like, do I want to do that with them? Sure, but I want my wife to be able to take them the first time and let them, because again, I get to do this so much more, and she doesn't. But for my children to come home and to have that perspective change, right, to know, and again, you just like with kids, where they would always see the poverty in the high school ministry, and they go, I can't believe how good I have it, and that usually lasts about 72 hours, right, and then they're back to the like my data plan sucks, it's too small, right, that kind of a deal. But like again, I think it doesn't make that experience invalid.
Correct.
I'm just helping build I'm putting a brick in their wall of the story of their life, right?
With what you were saying, that and this is probably the coolest thing that came out of 2020 was my son Nick, who's 25. He and Mia just got married last March, and Nick went his first time at age 10. So this summer was his 15th anniversary of building homes in Mexico and down in Juarez. And the cool thing was he wanted so much this year to build because he wanted his new bride to see this is what it's all about. And he wanted they want to start that as a family tradition. And that's one of those things as a daddy, to sit there and say, this is, if my son and my daughters, if they want to keep this going for their kids, and that's why Chelsea's ready to now bring Lizzie. Lizzie turns 10. So it's time for Lizzie to come down and do it. And if you can get your kids to where they want to keep this tradition of being Jesus with skin on and serving people, dude, then well done, good and faithful servant.
I think that's so cool that your kids want to do it even if you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.